America great again. Thank you, Texas.
Go, girls!
In a white man's world, Kimberly Ratcliffe is a trailblazer.
Go!
The 43-year-old Democrat left New York to run the family ranch a decade ago. She's part of a blue wave sweeping across Texas.
People are moving here from other states, and they're bringing those liberal views here. So it's an economy thing here in Texas that's bringing people here.
The Lone Star State's become a melting pot, no longer just defined by its white conservatism. The share of eligible white voters has decreased by 12% over the past 20 years. Over that same time, the number of Hispanic, Black and Asian voters has increased a combined 11%. As this happens, the Republicans' 40-year grip on the state is loosening and its red hue fading.
I am hopeful. I will do my part to try to make it flip blue as much. I still have a belief that it's going to take maybe another election round to really flip it hard blue.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Thank you.
Donald Trump carried Texas in 2016, but by the lowest margin since 1996.
And Donald Trump, the projected winner.
Polls show Joe Biden's eroded the president's lead, putting him within striking distance. But his support among men and conservatives, traditionally far more reliable voters than minorities, remains strong.
I think he's done a good job these last 4 years, and I'm going to give him a chance to do 4 more.
Fourth-generation rancher Brad Henry admits it could be close, but he doesn't think Joe Biden's the man to flip the state.
I think if they had a stronger candidate, it might possibly happen. But I don't think Biden's a strong enough candidate to pull that one off.
Large swathes of rural Texas remain Trump country. Many are deeply conservative and unlikely to ever vote Democrat. It's the suburbs around the state's liberal cities which will most likely have the biggest sway here in the election result. 2.1 million voters have joined the roll since 2016. That's a 15% jump. Most are from minorities and live in the major Democratic-run cities of Houston, Dallas and Austin.
He disgusts me, his views disgust me, everything he stands for is appalling to me.
Monica Ray Haft lives in suburban Dallas. The daughter of Hispanic immigrants, she's among the crucial block of suburban women who propelled Trump to the White House. This year, she's voting Democratic for the first time.
I don't feel safer with him as president. He is incapable of messaging in a way that comforts and calms the American people. He hasn't done it during COVID. He hasn't done it during the riots. He hasn't done it during, the recession.
You have our support.
The president's been campaigning hard to win the suburbs, warning of lawless streets under Joe Biden. That's resonating with some Hispanic immigrants who fled socialist regimes in South America.
We are woke and we are the storm, and we will take this country back.
Rallies like these on the border with Mexico are a reminder that Joe Biden shouldn't take the Latino vote for granted. While polls indicate a majority still back the Democrats, this movement spurred over fears of a socialist state under what Donald Trump calls the radical left Democrats is growing in popularity.
Hispanics, minorities, listen, the very thing that your ancestors ran from is now at the door of your country. Wake up and do something.
Like the country overall, Texas has become deeply divided, with conservatives pitted against a fast-growing liberal population. Kimberly Ratcliffe knows Outback Texas is unlikely to determine the election result.
It's a generational flip. It's not a flip overnight. You cannot change everyone's mind immediately.
But what is clear, a shift is underway, with the potential to reshape America for generations to come. Catherine Diss, ABC News, Texas.